legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War chant will be rocking this place. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't.
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He's got the tight end there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the right. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense.
Contact. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. To the ground with the back. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Powers forward. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll leave it with the lone back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Gets rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Take the return out of the equation in this rainy in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll give it to the back. At the 45, on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Trying to surge it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Seminoles will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
Gain of 7. Second down coming up.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and done.
He's going to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Keith. They make the stop, but the sweet little catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100. Time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a...
And the TCU offense takes the field. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Ohio State's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
On 1st down, it's play action. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. 1 play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So now on comes the field goal unit, trying to knock it through from 44 yards away. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And that will tie the game here.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
And here's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made over the middle. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive moving.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. One step back, caught the ball. Look out. Big yards ahead.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas Christian. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A hard-earned touchdown on the goal line.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The pocket breaking down. Using his legs on the scramble. And we're able to get him down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. Trying to extend the play. Trying to get the throw off. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen. And that's now going to bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
Fights off a defender. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And the same runner's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, TCU. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. The offense really clicking here.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and short on the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass rush closing in. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. 1st half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing.
Pressure comes, and once again, no.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for his back. Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defense. Pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that one's straight down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And the TCU offense takes the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
And the Horned Frogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he's got his man open downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Well, it's really a pretty simple thing here by this quarterback. He sees press man on the outside, so he sends his receiver on a go route, and he hits him in perfect stride for a nice...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Off the play fake on first down. He slings this one deep down the left side. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
Boy, what a big-time play play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And this one is right through. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's a shotgun run call. It's a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Play action here on 1st down. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Paul. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The back's got it on a counter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. He's looking to scramble, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. and they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one would come back to haunt.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Oh, the defense has him behind the line of tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Pass complete. It's second down now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, bringing pressure. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for the...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Hey, Chris, the threat of these receivers to the outside really did a nice job of opening up the interior. And the quarterback reads that, sees that he's got the post wide open to the tight end, makes a great throw for that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a huge gain across midfield all the way to the 40-yard line.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to launch it deep again. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. They couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal during the late stages. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Give it to the back again. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
2nd down after that previous play. Trying the old counter play here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
3rd down after that running play. And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game.